Cybersecurity Summit. My name is Dickson. It is my honor for you to join us here today. I serve as the IT Director for Curry County, and we've been working on the summit now for pushing about 8, 9, 10 months, and we're very excited that you took the time out of your schedule and busy days to come and join us here at Curry County. We want to welcome our Coos County neighbors, our Del Norte County neighbors, and we're really appreciative that you took the time out to join us here today. There are lots of incredibly talented cybersecurity professionals gathered in this room, and they're here for one reason and one reason only, and that is to help our special districts and those that are involved with government within Oregon and Northern California to improve their cybersecurity posture. We're going to have chances for multiple conversations and breakouts today with these cybersecurity professionals, so we hope you brought questions with you, give you a chance to have it answered and have a good chance for input from people that do this for a living. I'd like to take a quick moment and recognize the sponsors of this event. And we have more of a formal recognition planned for tomorrow, but I think it's always a good way to start the day out. So bear with me for a second, and I have a list here of some of the sponsors that helped make this event happen, and then we can join in a big round of applause when I finish this list. Our premier sponsor is DGI, right here when you come in the room. They have been a vendor for Curry County for many years. They take care of our networking and other things that we rely on DGI, and we're very happy you're here and the premier sponsor. Thank you very much. Lane Council of Governments, in the back table back there, hello, welcome. Thanks for coming all the way from Eugene. Lane also is, LCOG is a fantastic organization, which I do hope to have a chance to introduce many of you to. Here's my microphone. Turn it on. Hello, oh, that's me. So there again, thank you LCOG and everybody for showing up. Next we have the Cybersecurity and Infrastructure Agency, CISA. Where is Chris and Leslie? There they are in the back room. All right, it's our federal partners here to help out with cybersecurity. So there's wonderful, talented individuals there. Great to have a chance to spend some time with them and capture their phone number and email address. Next, we have the State of Oregon Enterprise Information Systems back there in the back. Who's with that? I see Cinnamon, please stand and raise. There we go. Thank you very much. We appreciate you showing up today. Next, we have our vendor, Canon, here in the beautiful red tablecloth. Thank you very much for your support. Oregon State Police. I saw Nick here. Where is Nick? Right there. Thanks a lot for showing up, Nick. Nick's going to take care of leading our law enforcement breakout sessions today. We also in the back have our CMI Justice Connect vendor and iFocus. That's Chris Womack. Chris does a very unique software that tailors for law enforcement at one portion, and I'll let Chris tell you all the other cool things that they do for our community in different parts of the coast going forward. Helion is also a sponsor. That's the clerk's software. Oregon State Police, we pointed that out. iFocus Consulting, pointed that one out. Southwestern Oregon Community College, I'd like to thank them for their help in helping us put on this event. Thank you. Yes, thank you. Verkada Cameras, I think they're stuck in some traffic, but they should be here. That's their booth there. Spectrum Business, thank you very much for supporting Curry County and the Cybersecurity Summit. Thank you, Spectrum. Day Wireless, that's a great looking booth you got back there. Thank you for your support. We appreciate that. Goes. Very good. Thank you. Coos Curry Electric Cooperative, they also are sponsors for this event. And then we'd like to thank some of our volunteers who helped make this possible. We have the Rotary International of Gold Beach. I know Carl King is sitting behind those pillars over there. We'd like to thank Rotary International of Gold Beach. We'd like to thank the Seroptimus organization right here in the corner. They've been the ones checking you in. Thank you very much, the Seroptimus group. The League of Women Voters of Curry County, thank them too. Rotary International of Port Orford. Arch Rock Brewery, that's going to be kind of a cool little thing here tomorrow night. Kissing Rock Coffee, they're on the corner, fantastic coffee. Honeybee Bakery, Chetco Brewing, and the Oregon Cybersecurity Center of Excellence is also a sponsor and taking part in the event, and the Gold Beach Visitor Center. So if we could, let's give them all a round of applause. Before we get started with today's presentations, I'd like to go over just some basic housekeeping. First, there are restrooms in the facility. When you first enter the door here, where you see Tucker standing, restrooms are over here, and also behind the coffee pots over here, there's more restrooms. Coffee and tea will be available at all times. If there's anything missing as far as supplies, just grab a volunteer. We'll make sure to fresh those pretty quickly, although I think Lena's keeping a good eye on it back there right now. Thank you, Lena. If you have your cell phone, please silence it. Put it to silence, and that way we won't hear the ringers going off. For those of you not familiar with the Pacific Northwest, I know I saw Roy Hoover. Where's Roy? Pennsylvania, correct, Roy? Thank you very much. Well, off the coast here, there's rumblings of a volcano underwater. So we figured it'd be best to talk about that now while we have you here. If, for instance, there happens to be a shake while we're in this building, remember we want to get to high ground, which is away from the coast. So you're going to go east. If you look to the road right there, 101 is the main highway. You'll see a couple of landmarks. One of them is the first grocery store right here on the right. That's 6th Street. You can take a right, and that will lead you to high ground. If you continue to walk north of 101 till you get to the Napa Auto Parts store on 3rd Street, that's also a different mountain. So if that event does happen, please exit. You probably won't be able to drive. Take your time, be careful, and try to get to high ground. We invite you to stick around this evening after the presentations are over with. We're going to have music, cornhole games, pizza, and beverages tonight, and we hope that you all can stay and enjoy that with us too. There will be breaks for refreshments throughout the day. There's a catered lunch tomorrow and a catered dinner Wednesday night. Beverages then provided by Arch Rock Brewery. We will be setting up some cornhole boards if the weather cooperates, and we'll try to make it as entertaining and as interesting as possible. The primary goal, or one of the primary goals for the summit, is to start the conversation, is to get you in front of people that do cybersecurity for a living and give you a chance to exchange your business card, to give you a chance to find out what they do. Curry County went through a ransomware attack in the spring of 23. At the time, it was a very traumatic event for the county to go through, and it was pretty much a worst case disaster. I think that could be echoed by quite a few in this room. That was the catalyst that started this particular event to take place and happen. I had a conversation with Chris Ross from CISA back last summer at a continuing education class, and we were discussing Chris getting a chance to get in front of special districts. At the time, I think Chris and I were talking about water districts. So I came back to the county, I approached county leadership and asked could we use a room in the county and bring Mr. Ross down and have him approach all the water districts at one time. And the county elected board decided it would be good to have all special districts invited. So it kind of turned from a room in the county to where we are today. So I'd like to kind of just mention too, it's our very first event, especially mine, and I keep losing the microphone. Hello, hello? Let me try this one. This one here, hello. Testing, testing, good. Thank you. Is that, oh, that's not on. Okay, got it. There we go. So going back to the conversation I had with Chris, it was originally going to be in one room at the county. Well, it has now grown to where we've included most special districts from Del Norte, all special districts from Coos County, and all special districts from Curry County. Thank you for coming. We really appreciate you taking the time out of your schedule. Cybersecurity is a huge topic right now. The amount of money lost in cybersecurity affected incidents is staggering. And we hope that you can take tools and contacts and information that you pick up during this meeting back to your home district and help improve your cybersecurity posture. We hope that if you have questions or concerns, please bring them to our attention. We'll do our very best to address them. I'd like to also tell you too, if there's something we missed, I know I did not put the Seroptimus thank you in the bulletin. I'm very sorry about that one. We may have dropped a few of the balls. Please accept our apologies, and we'll try to give you a pizza and beer tonight. You'll forgive us. So if you'll notice on the board right through here, we have a couple of sign-up sheets. And the one thing about Curry County is we don't have the fancy Hilton convention centers here and different things that make coming to Curry County nice. What we do have here is wonderful beaches and rivers and wonderful outdoor scenery. So we're going to try to highlight some of that during the final day of our conference, weather permitting. So there's a sign-up sheet there on the table that's going to let you know, and we're going to have a Thursday morning group that's going to leave early. We're going to have a chance to visit Bailey Beach. That is being sponsored by the Curry County Search and Rescue Department. After that hike, there's going to be a jet boat trip that's going to be able to go up the Rogue River. And if you're interested in taking part in either one of those things, please sign up. We'd love to have you join us on that particular excursion. I'd like to read a letter and kind of throw under the bus a little bit from our library director that her name is Julie Van Hoos from the Chetco Library. And if you'll bear with me, I'm going to read her letter that I recently received about the Cybersecurity Summit. So bear with me, I thought it was excellent. I want to read it to you. This is from Julie in her own words. We do not have on-site IT. We never have. We have tech-savvy staff, and we also use a company, I'll omit the word, for network and firewall management. But we don't have anyone to help with computer updates, printing softwares, computer reservation softwares, etc. So we just stumble through it, and often not very well. Their IT vendor, IT services are too expensive for our budget, and we simply aren't able to pay for a full-time IT person. We can't find a person willing to be part-time, non-benefited IT person, understandably. However, we could pay for a portion of an employee. That seems like it might be a great solution for us and perhaps some other special districts. So since I came here 7 years ago, I have been intermittently seeking an intergovernmental agreement with another agency to provide IT services. I've reached out to SQUAC, Southwestern Oregon Community College, Brookings Harbor School District, and the City of Brookings, but as of now, none are capable. We actually had one of the BHSD a few years ago, the school district, and under their former IT manager, but it didn't quite work out, so we mutually canceled it. They have a new superintendent now and a new IT manager, so there's a small chance they would be willing to try it again. Is this something the county would consider? Perhaps hiring another IT person under the county's umbrella with a cost split between districts who are interested in participating? Or at least with the Chetco Library District paying a portion of their salary and benefits that equates to the number of hours per month that we need them? Or could we even pay a lump sum to the county for IT services to help get our tech straightened out and then pay an hourly fee for assistance in the future? I know the City of Brookings sort of does this shared cost approach with a couple of police officers. The school and local medical center pay them to cover part of the employment costs for their resource officer. I have considered reaching out to other special districts myself to create one among us, but I'm hesitant. I'm not an IT person. I'm not confident in my ability to hire, direct, and manage an IT person unless it were somebody able to work independently in multiple types of special districts and tell me what we need to do, which is not a person we can probably afford. My ideal scenario, aside from having enough money to hire that skilled person, would be part of a department of already skilled IT personnel. I'm willing to put in a fair amount of legwork to get this done, but before I do that, I need a clear direction. I'm a good administrator, but not particularly good at IT things. I'm just a bit tech savvy. Will the barrier of cost be discussed at the summit? So many special districts just can't afford IT. They can barely afford the other staff they need, and they don't have any staff sometimes at all. If this will not be addressed, I'm considering requesting that an announcement be made asking any special districts who might be interested in entering an intergovernmental agreement for shared IT services to reach out to me. Maybe we could get the ball rolling eventually. So there it is, my IT complaint stump. Thanks for reading this if you got this far. Any ideas? And it goes on to say thank you from Julie Van Hoos. Out of who's here, who shares a similar frustration as Julie? By raise of hands. Anybody here that has something similar to Julie to where you'd like to have IT services and just the budget does not afford it? I think you're going to see several hands going up, and I think you're going to see others that really look at what's entailed with cybersecurity. It's expensive. So that is another goal we have here, a collaborative feature. We can share names, share contact information, look at how to bring these people together to solve this problem. Will it be solved today? No, but this is where the conversation this morning was started. I'd like to kind of go over real quickly a brief list of just some of the districts that are here, and we'd like to welcome you. We have the Lynn Benton Lincoln ESD, Port Orford Langlois School District, Brookings Harbor School District, South Coast Education Service District, Delaware County Office of Education, Southwestern Oregon Community College. Library districts, Port Orford Public Library, Chetco Public Library, and Curry Public Library. Fire protection districts, we have Charleston Fire District, Coos Forest Protective Association, Winchuck Rural Fire Protection District, Port Orford Rural Fire Protection District, and then local governments, City of Port Orford, Douglas County, Jackson County, Marion County, Umatilla County. Thank you, that's a pretty good ways to come. Thank you, Eric. On water and sanitation, Roseburg Urban Sanitary Authority, Wedderburg Sanitary District, Harbor Sanitary District, and Nasika Beach Ophir Water District. Law enforcement, Gold Beach Police, Brookings Police, Port Orford Police, Oregon State Police. Oregon Cyber Security Center of Excellence, Coos Curry Emergency Management, Association of Oregon Counties, Oregon Water Resources Department, Coquille Indian Tribe, Del Norte Superior Court, Lane Transit District, Port of Brookings Harbor. That's just a few. There's more here that this is a little bit of an old list, but welcome. We're very glad each and every one of you are here. One of the little props I kind of brought was, you might have noticed, the hourglass. And the hourglass always has time flowing through here. And the one thing about a cybersecurity event like the one Curry County experienced, when that happened, time stopped. There was no time happening in government. What does that mean? That means if you were set to have your home closed and you needed those documents notified and stamped by the clerk, that didn't happen. Your mortgage is ticking. A lot of those people are locked in. That didn't happen. People wanting a marriage license, it didn't happen. All government basically stopped during that time. Time put it at standstill, and it is painful. So we're going to look at those experiences. Out of that, how many people in this room were at Curry County and assisted on the recovery? If you could raise your hand. Thank you. It's good to see all of you back. That's a big number. And there's going to be more even tomorrow that took part in the recovery of Curry County. We're very thankful that you did that. At this time, I want to welcome you to our event. I'd like to kind of talk and bring up Chris Ross, our next presenter. He's going to go over what CISA is and what CISA is able to do and kind of go over some things about improving your cybersecurity posture. Thank you very much. Enjoy your stay. Thanks for coming to Curry County.